Okay. All right. I think we're recording. Can you see? Does anybody see the little button? Or is it just me? Just me? Okay. So welcome everybody to our Monday meetup tonight. And I'm so glad that you guys hopped on with me. I'm going to start with a little devotional that I read this morning. So I like to share it and start the night off on the right foot. So, okay. So September 16th, which is somebody's birthday. Happy birthday, Miss Cindy. So today it said, I designed you to live in union with me. This union does not negate who you are. It actually makes you more fully yourself. When you try to live independently of me, you experience emptiness and dissatisfaction. You may gain the whole world and yet lose everything that really counts. Find fulfillment through living close to me, yielding to my purpose for you. Through I may lead you along paths that feel alien to you, but trust that I know what I am doing. If you follow me wholeheartedly, you will discover facets of yourself that were previously hidden. I know you intimately, far better than you know yourself. In union with me, you are complete. In closeness to me, you are transformed more and more into the one I designed you to be. So that was my devotional this morning. I like to read out of this one because my it's just Jesus called. I'm going to unmute you. Can you hear me, guys? Somebody send me a oh, are we back? I was frozen. Am I still frozen? I'm good because you guys are freezing up on me so much. So anyway, so that was this morning's devotional, and it's so true for me that the minute I start trying to do things all on my own, sometimes I realize that if I just kind of step back and let things just fall into place when I'm overwhelmed and let him take care of it, there's all new opportunities that arise. And it's just a whole lot better day if I start myself with him and in peace for the rest of the day. So I'm going to unmute you guys. Unmute all. And it's not letting me. So can you guys go unmute yourself?
I'm unmuted. If you can hear me, my internet connection isn't the greatest.
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you. I'm having like a low internet. I don't know what's going on. It keeps stopping.
Yeah, you froze a lot on my end, so I missed a lot of it.
So I don't know if it recorded. So we're just going to have a little bit of time together, 20 minutes, and connect. So Cindy, you just had a try it presentation this weekend. So you guys had fun, some one-on-one time, right? Did you have anything that would help us, get, because I know right now I'm feeling a lot of people really need to get back connected close to the fire. And how do you feel like about that? How do you feel after you did?
We talked about the trip. We talked about things to do to earn more points for the trip. We had a sip and sample. It was kind of one-on-one, not a total, event because there wasn't many people there. It was good. It was, we talked about different things to get the trip, like your auto shipment, and if you sign distributors. And then we talked about if we move loyals to distributor, if we keep our own loyal, we're going to get 100 points. If we move our loyals to a distributor, we're only going to get like 200 points anyway. So what's the sense of moving our loyals to a distributor type of thing? Different little things that, caught my eye. I can't remember everything now.
Right.
Then it was like a three-step thing, and that got Crystal's attention about I forgot what it was. The 3 levels
Oh,
to, before, you remember, you know what I'm talking about?
for your percentage of your loyal customers?
No, it was tiers of performance. I forget what it was called.
Oh, yeah, because I
But it
wasn't
was
there.
pretty impressive to, oh boy.
Yeah, well, when you remember that or write it down, that would be something good to share. So,
Yeah.
so,
And then I had a rap. I had went live with the rap, and I rapped Jen. And I actually unwrapped her right there at the event. Crystal blocked us, and I ripped it off her. And when she tightened up her pants, she had to tighten her belt. And she was like totally amazed by that already. I thought I had a measuring tape with me, but I didn't. So we just took pictures. And she was amazed at the after pictures. And she was really amazed by the pictures this morning. And she flew pretty much all night to get back home. And Brandy, she has an event in Ohio that she would like you to go with her to. I'm not sure how close it is to you either. It's about an hour away from her. And it'd be pretty cool to go and meet her there.
Yeah, I'd like to reach out to her.
Yeah, she's a really nice girl. And
Was that Jen?
Jen, my
Yeah,
M-A-L-I-S.
we chatted a little bit, yeah.
okay.
Yeah, but Carissa, she found an event in Ohio near you guys. So that would be pretty cool to go to.
Oh, yeah. So
It's really
staying close to the fire is
that was
so
really
important.
yeah.
Like with us going to the green
And
carpet this week, we really need it. I feel it. I feel empty. Like,
Yeah.
it's so crucial because you watch when we get out of there, you watch us go and the fire that's going to be lit under our butt. And it's like we drank the Kool-Aid and we'll be totally different people. It's amazing how, yes, your mindset gets refreshed and everything.
Yeah.
So today I did want to talk slightly about lives, Facebook lives and posting. So Brandy, I want to take it over to you because I know you have some really good tips and you noticed a couple things that you did differently that really helped you a lot. So if you could share with that a couple minutes.
Okay. I feel like one of the things that has helped is the giveaways open a lot of doors for new conversations for Host It Post. Also, Cindy and I went live, and I feel like a lot of people that have been watching are kind of reaching out now. So I think that going live is one of the things that's helping a lot, even though it's kind of my weakness, but I still went on there. Another thing, I think that personal development is always number one, too, because, in order to grow in all areas, the personal development has to come first for me. Another thing, too, is being a product of the product. We hear it, and sometimes we're not able to get the products that we all want, because if I could order them all, I probably would. But so I just decided to pick one product and do a challenge. And then that way we have our own testimonies to share. And I've noticed that with the Just Celery, this is my 6th day. And I've been posting on my story and my newsfeed. And I've been having a lot of people just reach out to me. So I'm not really having to go message a bunch of people now as to where I was before. I'd have to reach out to a lot of people where I'm using the product. I think people are seeing that, so they're messaging me. And then just growing your network every day too, so you're reaching out to new people.
Absolutely. Yeah, those are all like really hot points. If you have only 30 minutes a day, if you're super busy, do just those things that are really gonna boost your business, like reaching out and adding new friends every single day, grabbing 10 messages and asking if they'll host a post for you. And I know that it works really good when you throw up one of those posts that about, hey, what kind of toppings you like on your pizza?
Yeah.
Anything like that.
I just shared one, peanut butter and jelly. Oh my goodness, the first minute I had over 20 hits.
So great, that's awesome. So when
And
you're
right after that, because I didn't want it, I wanted to boost my,
Algorithm.
I put the keto coffee and a fat burning shake. Which one would you choose? And I have a couple hits on that already, so I'm just going to let that sit there and build a little bit.
right.
I'm like, okay, but I don't know what to say about the shake. Does anybody have a script on the shake?
Yeah, I think I wrote down a couple things. I haven't used it in a while, so but it's really your good healthy fats, so you can bake with it or add something like, hey, who likes Reese peanut butter cups for lunch, maybe, or something like that, because if you make that shake with a little bit of peanut butter in it, it tastes just like Reese peanut butter cup, I think. And
Right.
so just using your imagination, you know, but that's one thing I really hope that we can come together and start thinking of some new scripts and things as it get crazy here and more excited about getting on there. But I really wanted to talk about lives because that is like one thing that is really gonna like boost your algorithms. People follow you because they want to know about you. So really, when you're out there posting, you want to find 5 great reasons and whys about yourself, something about you that you're just really passionate about, and don't be afraid to share them. So when I know a lot of us are afraid to go live, we don't know what to say, we don't know what to do. So I was looking up some of my old notes, and I'll see if I can like find a couple things that stood out to me about your lives. So one thing when you go live, you know, you go live and there's nobody on, so you just write down a couple bullet points that you kind of want to talk about yourself. Maybe be real, be vulnerable, tell the truth. People like you're having just a conversation with somebody. That's what I like to do. And then people are like, oh, you're so cute because you just kind of are real. Like you just talk how it is, you know? And you know me, sometimes I get a little nervous. I'm fidgety. I'm doing this and I got to work on things like that. But it's relatable. It's me. I'm being like myself, you know? So you really want to be yourself. And then you just find a couple things to talk about that day. And I'm telling you, I will tell everybody what happened in my day. Man, I got, well, you know, to a point. Like, I don't want to tell somebody that I had diarrhea or something, you know, like, like, you know, but I might say, you know, boy, I was just running crazy today, and I talk about my shoulder, what's going on, you know, just, you really want to be real. But you know, God designed you for mountain, whatever you're going through, so you can show people it can be moved. You know, like you can show people your joy. People don't have enough joy. They follow people because they're missing something. They want something that you have. And if you're out there putting valuable information out there, they want to hear it. Like, you know, they'll follow you. So a lot of times you can look something up, anything, how jelly beans are made. I don't know, example, and just put a spin on it. Like, hey guys, you know, while you're making your coffee, I'm making my coffee today, let's have a coffee chat. Hey, did you know jelly beans have this much sugar in them? Isn't that crazy? Oh my goodness, I'm eating 5 jelly beans and it's got blah, blah, blah. I don't know, but you get my gist, that you just want to throw things out there that people can relate to you and that can ask you, you know, ask them questions when they come on. Say, you know, hey, what are you doing today? What's, you know, what time you guys get up in the morning and get your kids off to the bus? You know, man, I can't do nothing without my coffee. Do you know that I used to make my kids make their own lunch when they were like 5 years old? Boy, I'm such a bad mom, aren't I? But no, you know what? I said that's going to teach them responsibility. You know, I'm just giving you some examples, kind of how to like communicate. And say there's like no one on your live at all. And you're like, oh, I feel so awkward. Like there's nobody here, you know? Just picture somebody that you're talking to. Picture one of us. Picture like, I'm talking to Brandy. pretend. This is a big one I've heard. In your live, if no one is on, say, hey girl, oh yeah, you want to try that coffee? Yeah, I'll get back to you. Just comment leave me a message. I'll get back to you. Nobody knows that nobody's on. You know, they might not see all of the comments that you were seeing. So never miss an opportunity to drop a line about the business. You know, this will keep people curious. You know, oh, my business this week. Oh, I'm getting ready to go to Florida, having my coffee. Oh, I can't wait to see my girls. You know, my It Works girls, we have a blast. You know, just add anything. Just be yourself. Just be unique. But lives are important because this is really going to get people's attention. People love to watch reality shows. They love to watch you. So the more that they follow you, and you can just like dabble all your products and how much you love them here and there, that is like a super way to get things going. So if you're nervous, take a deep breath. Talk about yourself. Be personal. Ask questions. Interact with people. And add value. That's the big thing. You know, Brandy and I were talking the other day, and we were like, hey, this girl got on there and all she did was sing to the radio in her car. Or these two people were, like her boyfriend and her were wrestling on the floor. And I'm like, what am I watching and why? And why do I keep watching it? So if we're watching silly things like that, you know, people are going to tune in and look for valuable things for you to post also. So that's what I love about going lives. I was just looking to see if I had anything else on here that came up. But yeah, so that's basically what I do in my lives. I know it can be really nerve-wracking, but I really don't think people care as much as we think they do, you know, and they're just curious. So I would just go on and have some fun with it, you know, and see what happens. But you got to kind of make that step, and it gets so much easier, and it gets kind of fun after a while. You know, I brought my grandson on one day, and I'm chit-chatting, having a coffee chat with him, and, you know, and I think Cindy was on one day watching, and then sometimes it's just awful. You think it's awful, but, you know, it's not going right. Oh, I didn't say that right, or, you know, or whatever, but really you go back and watch, it's not that bad. And you just learn from all these. You're not going to be perfect. Nobody is, and nobody wants to watch somebody that's perfect. So, because, you know, you want everybody to be relatable. Hey, maybe she can do that. I had a friend in direct sales that I watched her go live for the first time, and it was painful to watch. She was really having a hard time with it. Like, I just wanted to reach out and go on and help her, but you know what? The point was she did,
learn.
and you know, and she's only going to get better. And I know all you guys already you're really personable and you're fun to talk to, and I know you guys can all do that. So I want to put an action step out there for you guys, is to go live a couple times this week, whether it's a Motivational Monday, Tip Tuesday, Workout Wednesday,
WAP Sunday.
Rap Sunday, like, right? Yes, whatever it is. And you know, sometimes I like to add something that is totally not have anything to do with the business, you know, and then maybe just trickle in the business, you know. So sometimes you can go on and you can give like maybe you just want to find a little devotional that stuck out, and just say, hey, you know, I was just having a really bad day today, and I read this in my thing, and it totally made me feel better. Maybe you needed to hear the same thing too, and I just wanted to pop on and share that with you guys. Something simple. It doesn't, you know, start off with 1 minute. So you can write down your bullet points and just kind of like hit on those to keep you in line, and that's it. Like, just give it a shot. But I don't know. So Brandy, I know that you are just putting your toes into the water and starting to go live. Do you feel any more comfortable at all?
I do, and so, like when I have someone to talk to, it's more like when I'm by myself, I feel that like awkward, like I feel like I'm talking to myself kind of thing. I just don't. I feel like as soon as I'm on there, my mind just goes blank, and I don't really know what to say. But it's like I'm more of a in person, like one-on-one person kind of.
Right.
But I mean, it's just easier when you have someone to talk to, I guess, and like to be able to share like your story, like because everyone has different stories, so
Yeah.
people can relate differently.
Keep sharing your story. And I always feel like if I'm putting out like a tip, I kind of, if there's nobody on, I just feel like I just make it pretend I'm talking to myself. Like I'm the person that I'm giving the tip to. Like a journal, like you're recording yourself kind of for the day. So I don't know if any of that stuff may make it easier for you to just jump in and do that, but there's, that's all, like just start. Just kind of start. I was going to talk to you guys about, we did a couple years ago, there was how to, what are the icebreaker words when you're blitzing and stuff like that, or how to message people and put the right words out there. But I'll save that for another time because I know that we were having problems with the internet and stuff. But I think right now is really the time when there's not a lot of people watching stuff, just to start learning to go live and put out little things that we're learning before some of these big things come out from conference. And
I noticed just posting on my stories too has helped a lot, because it's like you don't know who's watching sometimes, and you don't know who you're going to be able to help just by sharing what you're doing. And like I know a lot of times we're looking for people to do a challenge, so I decided to do a challenge myself and to be able to share my story. And I was talking to a girl who was actually having issues sleeping, and I've noticed that the celery is really helping me sleep now. So like I'm like deep dreaming now, like where before I was like tossing and turning and really having trouble sleeping. So it's been helping me a lot. So I'm like, I'm getting ready for bed soon. Like I'm really tired now, but
absolutely.
during the day I feel fine. It's just at night, like I'm actually ready to go to sleep, where before I was like just tossing and turning. It's just crazy how, just something so simple can make a huge difference.
Absolutely. So you can take that testimony and keep posting and sharing that, and you'd be surprised, and people aren't going to see it right away. So that's why you have to keep being consistent and posting the same thing. You're like, oh, I just posted that, but not everybody, like on your 2,000 friends or whatever many, always see all that. So just keep being consistent. I noticed that too, Brandy. Like I start to get tired way earlier. Like my brain starts to slow down.
I was talking to the girl, and she had she's seen my post. Like, she didn't actually see my newsfeed post. She's seen my story post and then messaged me from that and said, hey, let me know how this works for you. And I said, well, I'm on, I'm on day 6, and I've noticed like I'm definitely sleeping a lot better. And then I didn't realize like she had sleeping issues. So maybe this is something that she's going to be able to try. And then maybe she has friends or knows somebody that has issues that could maybe benefit from it as well.
Exactly.
So it's opening a lot of doors, just being able to be a product of the product.
Yeah. So you can even go live, and that can be something to say, hey, I just wanted to share this tip. Like my friend just tried celery juicing, and have you heard of celery juicing? Give a couple benefits and say, this is too exciting not to share, because I know a lot of people have sleep issues, and now she is like falling asleep faster. She's staying asleep. She's in deep sleep dreaming. You can be talking about yourself. Nobody knows talking about you, but just different ideas, because there is so many creative ways just to go communicate with people, talk to them, adding value to them, So, and live is going to be the best way to do that, to get people in to know you. And what happens? They start knowing you, and you build rapport, because they'll start trusting you. And you can't see trust until you start. Number one thing is building trust is telling people a fact that they believe, right? like at night it gets dark. Well, yeah, you believe that. I believe that. All of a sudden it's something you have in common. They both believe. Now that's almost like building a trust. Oh, well, yeah, and it's just kind of funny how those little things, that small of a thing, but it's something that connects the brain and builds trust. So if they're seeing you and you're putting a fact out there that you know that is a fact, something they're agreeing with, all of a sudden you're starting to build a rapport with them. But that's how they see it, is when you're nice, personable, and they can see you smile and they can see all of this, you know? So aren't you supposed to be in bed? Is it nighttime? You need some celery juice, because that was how people night.
He's ready to cuddle his man.
Me too. So it's been a crazy day. So is there, I'm not sure if we're gonna, my Zoom is gonna cut off, but is there anything else that anybody wants to add to, who's gonna go live this week?
I did on Sunday.
What's that?
I said I did. I went on Sunday.
Yes, and I'm very proud of you, Cindy Miller. That was really rough for you. You've been having a hard time making that decision, but you did it, and it's just gonna get easier, even if you just keep doing it. Because I love watching all you guys, you know?
I said to Kim, I said, I can record it and then put it live, right? No, you have to go live. And I'm like, And I said, all right, I got this.
And then another thing you can do too with your lives is you can go back and create a watch it party so you can kind of reuse it.
Right.
There you go. Good tip. Absolutely. Thank you, Brandy.
And then the people, like, you can see those people that are viewing your watch it party, and then you can write those names down and then reach out to those people.
Right.
Right? And start having a conversation, start building a rapport with them. Absolutely. And there is one thing that I noticed, the difference of recording yourself and doing a live. It's something different in the brain that happens. When you're doing a live, you're giving yourself a way out. When you're doing a live, you're on. Your brain's, it's a fight or flight. It's going to connect neurons and do everything it is to get you through that live and be what you need to be. So
my tongue doesn't work.
Phone never works?
My tongue doesn't work.
I've had it.
Oh.
My tongue feels like it's this big.
Yeah. Yeah, a nervous thing. But
I thought you meant your phone too, because I had issues getting on there as well. But froze.
Yeah. So it's the internet connection tonight. But so yeah, I challenge you ladies to do a live. And you know what's nice is pick a friend and go live together, because that will help a lot. Like if one is like, really, I'm struggling, I don't know what to say, or you know, you can have a conversation. You can just kind of pretend you're having a coffee chat together, and people have everybody join in, you know. And if they're commenting, you can bring them right into the conversation. So I'm always up for that, you know, baby steps. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted to talk about lives tonight. And thank you so much, Brandy, for all your great tips. And I'm glad you're having success and trying some new things. Steve, congratulations for going live. I think that's awesome. And happy birthday. So I am running out of time.
Thank you.
So
You're welcome.
Brandy, check out that event in Ohio.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into it, and I'll reach out to Jen too.
Yeah, because that's pretty cool.
So, all right, guys, I will end this recording, and then try to save it and then put it back up if anybody wants to, you know, pop on tomorrow and revisit it. Us ladies.
See you Thursday.
See you Thursday. Bye, guys. Thank you.